Hello everyone, welcome to my place. Mike and Kim made a video about Jehovah Witnesses being a terrorist group. So I want to do a little bit different version of this information. My thoughts, it shows how wicked the watchtower can be. They can make Jehovah Witnesses to do just about anything, just put a whisper in their ears to help the brothers and sisters in Russia by having rest of the world, of the almost 8 million Jehovah Witnesses, to write letters and bomb the mail in all the post offices in every state till it gets on the airplanes to go to Russia. Now they describe different things, the procedure of how it would look and how much weight it would be. So I added some interesting pictures to show what they was talking about, basically. So I don't understand. Watchtower claims to be truthful, honest, and plus be law-abiding religion. Will you try to crash the mail system just to make a point that you are pissed off because different countries is abandoning you from your assemblies, kingdom halls, their branch office is being closed? It's because Jehovah Witnesses, you are
in an envelope that you can't get it any smaller than 3 times that. So that's 15 centimeters. 500 envelopes, you can't squash that down to anything less than 10 centimeters. So it's 10 plus 15, 25 centimeters for 500 envelopes. That's a bit bigger than that. That's about that big, 25 centimeters. If you stack 500 envelopes, that's about that high. If you stack 1 million envelopes, do you know how high that is? 500 meters. Sky Tower is 220 meters. So it's like double the Sky Tower. That's just 1 million letters. If 1 million witnesses wrote 6 letters, that's 6 times that. So now we're looking at 3,000 meters. 13, more than 13 Sky Towers. Imagine looking out 13 Sky Towers. Let's just stack these letters up. Okay. Now, half the witnesses in the world, 4 million, wrote 6 letters, and I reckon it's going to be more than that because everyone's doing it. 4 million times 6, 24 million letters. That stacks up 12,000 meters. Mount Everest is 8,800. So it's way above Mount Everest. That's the volume now. Of course, they're not going to go like that, but that weighs 216 tons. For our African brothers, an African elephant is 7 tons. 31 elephants. 31 elephants is 24 million letters. The space to store 24 million letters, 3,078,000 cubic meters. Do you know how much you can fit on a cargo plane? The biggest cargo plane, the big 747s, the large 747 cargo planes, 850 cubic meters. So that means 24 million letters. Do you know how many planes have got to fly into Moscow? 3,621 planes just full of letters. You think that they're going to notice? 31 elephants, 3,000 planes, all landing in Moscow. Do you know in 2013, the Russian Postal Service crashed because they had an influx of some mail. There's no way they're going to cope with this. The whole world's not going to cope. There isn't 3,600 planes, and that's only if half the witnesses write the 6 letters. And it could be double that, couldn't it? Just as something else I was trying to work out. What do you think, brothers? This hall here, 20 metres across max, wouldn't it? Maximum 20 metres by, say, 60 by 3. I reckon at most you've got 3,600 cubic metres maximum, isn't it? I'm just trying to estimate it here. To store those 24 million letters, you'd need 855 kingdom halls. 855 of these to store that letter. Where are they going to do that in Russia? Or even all the ports around the world? So that's why we're going to see a lot more, and that's why you notice that letter said, to draw international attention. This is the whole world has to deal with these millions and millions of letters. You may have heard a few little things happening, and locally there's been experiences. I was talking to my sister today in Australia, in their local post office. They were asking what's going on when they found out what it's about. Some of they said, in fact, when my nephew-in-law, he went in later today, and they were all excited about it. They said, some of the staff want to write letters too. Another sister my brother was talking about down their way in Gold Coast, the person behind the counter said, well, what's this all for? Why is everyone sending it to Russia? She explained it. When she heard it, found there's a queue of people, and then they said it's going to cost this much, a man behind her stepped forward and said, I'd like to pay for what he'd overheard. He said, I'd like to pay. So isn't that nice? And I'm sure there's many others. Has anyone here had any experience?
Yes, and I went up to the counter. The person said the same, what's going on? And an old lady beside me said, are you writing to President Putin? And I said, yes. And she said, I wrote to the Queen, but the Queen wrote back to me. And I said, well, I'm not expecting President Putin to write back to me because it's going to be getting a lot of letters.
Yeah, that's right. Still is.
I went to the post shop, and the 2 ladies before me had asked the same question. They wanted postage for the mail, and she said everybody's coming up. We're running out of stamps, so there's a lot.
Yep, brother.
We sent out our letters on Friday, and it was because the mail system in Kaikoura is a little bit sort of up and down. Never know what time it's going at. I actually flagged him down the middle of Kaikoura Street, jumped out and stuck him in his van.
Oh, good on you. So we're going to hear all sorts of exciting things, brother.
Just make sure that you don't get stamps that got Merry Christmas on it. we noticed it after the fact. But yeah.
Well, if it's this time of year, they're running out of stamps then. There's also one of the post offices, when the brothers and sisters went in, and they saw them with the stack, and they just said, Russia, how many stamps? 6, 12, 18? They had it all there, and they actually had it on the counter, and they said, just take what you want and bring it to us. So everybody knows. So lots of people, the world is going to know about this. This is a massive thing. As we were saying, we've hacked Russia with no technology. So we've crashed their system. Trump's going to love us.